Hello my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you chose to spend your time with me. And the ways you can support my channel: like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people and hopefully help someone to make a decision either way on a deck, or click the notification bell to be notified of when a new video comes out. And I hope that you're all doing well. But if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. But in the meantime, join me in meeting the Disney Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. And this was created by Minerva Siegel and illustrated by Lisa Vannina, published by Inside Edition, released April 26th of 2022, and it retailed at that time for $24.99. And Minerva has done quite a few other decks through Inside Edition: the Labyrinth Tarot, the Good Omens Tarot, the Horror Tarot, Garbage Pail Kids Tarot, Disney Villains Tarot, the Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, Hocus Pocus Tarot, the Supernatural Tarot. And she has two upcoming decks which you can pre-order through Amazon or Inside Edition website. And they are set to release July 9th of 2024. And they are the Funko, the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, and the Funko Disney Villains Tarot. And she has one that is not associated with Inside Edition, and it is the Houseplant Tarot. And I couldn't find anything that Lisa has done with another deck. And the box itself is 5.81, across is 3.78, and the width is 1.80. And the title is on all of the sides, which makes it great for stackability. No matter how you stack the box, it will always have the title for you on the outside. And on the back we have some teaser cards, and it says explore your past, present, and future with this official tarot deck inspired by Disney's Alice in Wonderland, featuring original art of Alice the Mad Hatter and the Cheshire Cat and all their friends from Wonderland. And they do claim that this is the only official Disney Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. So on the inside you have some symbols from the Alice world, and then we have this cute little guidebook, and we will look at that after we look at the cards. It does come with the ribbon, so you can eject your cards out of the deck box, and the insert is removable. You can take it out if it starts ripping or you just don't want to deal with it. So the cards themselves are the same size as your Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. And with every tarot video that I do a side-by-side comparison with a Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So you can see if it's something, if you're a beginner and you want to do something other than the Rider-Waite-Smith, or if you just want to add it to your collection. Alright. And this is a pip deck. And pip decks, if you're not familiar with it, are very just minimalistic in the suits. And they've also made some changes with some of the cards in the major arcana, and I will point them out as we go through. So let's go ahead. And we have Alice starting her journey, which is appropriate. Then we have the Mad Hatter as the magician. And then they've changed the High Priestess to the Mystery with the Cheshire Cat. And then we have the Queen of Hearts as the Empress. And then we have the King of Hearts as the Emperor. And then we have Alice's sister. And then the Lovers is replaced with the pair with Tweedledum and Tweedledee. We have Alice in the Chariot. And then we have the Lion in the Strength card. And the Dormouse is the Hermit. Then we have the Dodo Bird as in the wheel. Then we have the King of Hearts again in the Justice card. And we have Alice. And this card, the Hangman, has been named Suspension now. And the Death card has been renamed Transformation with the Caterpillar. Temperance, just a bottle. No character for that one. And then the Devil has been replaced with Temptation. And that is the Walrus, I do believe. And then we have Tower with Alice. And then the White Rose is the Star. And we have the Moon with Alice and the Cheshire Cat. Alice again at the tea party with the sun. And then we have the White Rabbit. It's Judgment. And then we finish it up with Alice and her kitty. Alright, so that was the Major Arcana. And I don't know if I remember if I pointed out that reversals will be revealed by the back of the card. If I repeated myself, I'm sorry. Just had a brain fart. Alright, so they have renamed the wands as flowers. I don't know why, but they, instead of doing more illustrations of Wonderland, they did flowers. And as you can see, Pip Deck is basically just the number of how many objects of the suit are in the card. And my thoughts on Pip Decks, I don't really like Pip Decks. Just for the fact that it's a lost opportunity. I mean, I don't see copyright being a reason, because if this is the official Disney Alice in Wonderland deck, they should have the illustration rights to do what they will. put what images they want in it. So I don't know why they went this way. And I see it as a lost opportunity. Now, on the other hand, pip decks are good for learning about numerology with the tarot, because this way you're forced to remember the original meaning, and then you can look up the numerology meaning of it and apply it that way, because you're not going to get much from the illustration. So, trying to put a positive spin on it. And unfortunately, the Inside Edition decks, are a lot of pip decks. Okay, so then we have the court cards. So I really like the Major Arcana in this deck, but my opinion, not happy with the suits. But that's just my opinion. Take it with how you will. Alright, so that is the Flower Wand suit. And then we have the hedgehogs, which have replaced the pentacles. Okay. And I would never dissuade anybody from buying a deck. That's not my intent, because everybody connects with their own deck. You know, it's like you may see this deck and go, I really, really like that deck. And another person may go, yeah, no, it's not working for me. So it is what it is. If you like it, it's great. If you don't like it, that's great too. It's all a personal preference, pretty much. Yeah, for some reason, the court cards, there's no hedgehog in this one. And the same with the knight. And there are no hedgehogs in this one either. I don't understand why they did that. And the king, there's no hedgehog either. Alright. Next we have the spears. which replaces the swords. All right. They are sticky, a little bit. And in the court cards, they do have some spears in the background. And the knights have spears. And nothing for the queen. Well, except for the background. I guess you can go with the background. Those look like they're clubs on top of spears. And also the same. You have spears in the background. So they did kind of stick to the whole theme in that one. Okay, and lastly, we have teacups, and they represent the cups. Yeah, I have to admit, I am disappointed in this deck. Oh, they could have done so much with it, and it's just the thing that really gets me about pip decks is just there's so much they could have done, but they just didn't go that way. Okay, so no teacups in the court cards. Have her kitty, very cute, and no teacups again for the knights. And still no teacups. And no teacups. So that is the deck itself. And the cardstock is pretty good. It is very bendy and flexible, but it is still, it's thick flexible. That's the only way I can put it. The cards seem very thick, but they are bendy. All right, so let's go through the guidebook. Okay, so we have our content page, and then we have the introduction, and you can pause that and read that at your pleasure. It just goes into just telling you a little bit about the deck. And then we have understanding your tarot deck. And this goes into the background. I think this section is geared towards beginners, mostly. And then you got some more pictures. And then it goes into the suits and explains what they renamed them, and then goes into what suit represents, and kind of explaining the why, as to why they used them. And then you have the court cards and how they represent the different personality types, behavior patterns, actual people in your life. Okay. Then we go onto the major arcana. And basically you're just given the title of the card, a picture of the card, a description about the card, and then you have your upright and reversed. Okay. And then it's just the same through the rest of it. And then we go to the minor arcana, and just what the suit is. And it starts with the court cards first, and you have your upright and reversed, and with a picture of the card. And then it starts with the ace. And that's pretty much it for the rest of the book. And then you have your hedgehogs, spears, and your teacups. And then we get into tarot readings. And basically, I consider this section guidelines. And caring for your deck gives you some tips on how to care for it. And these are all just personal preferences. And I don't mind reading them because sometimes they come up with an idea and I'm like, I might try that. And then you have preparing to read tarot. And this is just what to do before you start your reading. And then we have our spreads. We have the doorknob's key, follow the white rabbit, and the Cheshire Cat's conundrum. And then we have about the author and the artist. And that is pretty much it for the guidebook. Alright, so let's go ahead and shuffle these babies and see what message wants to come out. Alright, so they are flexible. So they are very bendy, and they are pretty good to shuffle. I have some arthritis in my hands, so sometimes these decks really are harsh on my hands. And if you are okay with handling the regular size tarot decks, these should be no problem in shuffling. as you can see. Very smooth. I give them kudos for the cardstock. Alright. So let's see what message. Oops. The Six of Teacups. Alright, so the original is this one. So let's see what they have to say about the Six of Teacups. Alright. Upright. What makes you feel as happy as sweet little Dinah in a flower field, or cheery as the Mad Hatter hosting a merry tea party? Six of Teacups advises you to reconnect with the simple things in life that bring you joy. Go outside to enjoy the warm feeling of sunshine on your face, or call an old friend to reminisce and laugh. Reversed. Six of Teacups suggests that you may be living in the past, remembering bygone days that can be comforting, but take care not to become so consumed with nostalgia that you neglect to enjoy all the wonders of the present moment. Sounds like good advice. Alright, so that is pretty much it, what I have for this deck. Let me know what you thought about it. If you got it, since it's been out a little while, and you liked it, let me know. If you got it and you didn't like it, let me know that as well. I'm always interested in what you guys think of decks. And if you did buy it after seeing my video or put it on your wish list to be bought, I would like to hear about that as well. Always interested. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with a future video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.